A friend of ours contacted us a few months before our season and just mentioned that she knew we were singing together at a few events beforehand. She mentioned that the competition was happening. She knew a few people in it. I think she knew Kelly, one of the judges. I didn't contact the girls at all. I just applied for us and then told the girls that I'd applied us to a competition. And we were totally new to this sort of thing. We'd only been singing together for about 3-4 months, something like that. Yeah, we'd done our wedding, we'd done a few shows and that was it. And yeah, that was sort of it, and then we were in the thick of it.
For me personally, I found it a very a positive space and somewhere to build confidence. Like we said before, we had only just started singing together, and for us it gave us the opportunity to really develop as a group and sort of build our repertoire a little bit. So it was nice to find what worked for us, what didn't, and yeah, by the end of it, it was just such a supportive space, and it was such a great time for us to sort of bond and get on with what we're doing.
Definitely. We used the time to sort of, like I said, expand our repertoire and pick up on songs that we didn't think we would learn, because it was sort of out of the space of our comfort zone that we were in musical theatre. So that was sort of, we learned pop songs and things by artists sort of way out of our generation, and we learned to love music we didn't think we would love. So it kind of opened up so many horizons for us, and then we ended up doing so many other things because of the competition. So it was a great space for us.
Oh, well, for me, there was a week that I couldn't be here because I wound up in hospital. I was poorly, and it was, I think, maybe the Wednesday or Thursday, and I was texting Scott and Sarah, who's normally with us. I was like, guys, I don't think I'm going to be there. I was like, what are we going to do? We were messaging, getting hold of them, and I was like, well, can we go ahead if there's not 3 of us? There's supposed to be.
Yeah, that was crazy week. We planned a song, we were all ready, we'd been rehearsing it, and then Jodie texted, she was like, I'm in hospital, I'm not well, and me and Sarah, who's usually this side of me, we were like, what do we do? How do we go about this? So we literally had to pick up a song like a few days before. We were both working, so we had no time, so we were literally running home from work, rehearsing this new song. We came up with this idea like 3 or 4 days before the show, and we were like, we're just gonna have to wing it and go for it. And luckily it worked in our favour and it went really well, but we were missing it. We were missing this one so bad, and we were like, every time we were rehearsing, we were like, we've got another harmony we can throw in here, but we've got no one to sing it. So that was definitely the most difficult week for us. It's a difficult one. I think it probably would be the contacts it gave us. It opened up so many doors for us that we didn't think we'd ever have. It gave us so many opportunities. We met so many people through it. We met so many people we could get gigs from and things like this, and we ended up going to other competitions, and we ended up performing at Pride Cymru because of the people we met. And that was just something we never thought we would do. We ended up performing in front of thousands of people, and it was just a mad experience, a mad day that we just all remember, we all talk about all the time. And that was totally down to the fact that we just, on a whim, entered this competition and met all these people, and it was bizarre. Absolutely. It was crazy, but yeah, that was definitely the best thing about us entering this competition was the people we met and the experiences we've had because of that. So from my perspective, genuinely haven't met anyone from all the competitions I've done, all the places I've performed, who works harder than Joey Blake. Like, there's just a video after video going up on Facebook, on YouTube, you see him on Twitter. Like, there's always something going on, there's always people rehearsing in his house, he's always working on music. And I literally can't keep up with him. I literally can't keep up with what's going on in the competition or what's going on with other artists. Like, and we're always talking all the time, like, we're always like, oh, we'll try and get up there, we'll try and get up there. And we'll try and arrange something when we've all got time or we're all free, and then Joey's not free because he's rehearsing with like 400 different people at the same time.
It's just nice that he's so invested in everyone that comes through the competition, regardless of what point they leave the competition, how they do in this season, even when their season's over. The support is always there afterwards. All the way through the competition, the support is there, but the support just carries on, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, how many years are we on now? 3?
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
3 years since our competition, and we're still here, still performing, still recording with him, do you know what I mean? And he's still invested in us.
Yeah.
So it just says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I would absolutely say just do it, because Scott would tell you, and if it was here she'd tell you as well, I am one of the most nervous people on stage ever. As much as I adore singing, I get very bad stage fright. I get very nervous and get very inside my head, and just going through the whole process helped me feel more comfortable on stage, helped me just stand and take a breath, because everyone's just so supportive. Even if you do have a little stumble, you're not penalised for that. Everyone's like, you can just keep going, it's fine, and just do it. Honestly, it was a really great experience.
Yeah, it's been one of the best experiences, like we said, we've had as a group and as a solo performer as well. We all perform separately, and we've all sort of had the blessing of performing for a long time as musical theatre performers and from a young age, and even now, however long we've been performing, we still get nervous every single day. We perform, I still shake when I'm on stage. Sometimes I'll just get nervous and my hands start wobbling or whatever happens. It happens, and I always say to people, the day you stop getting nervous, the day you stop getting anxious about performing, the day you start to think, oh, don't worry, it's fine, is the day you should stop performing. Because I think you lose your passion for it then. It's always good to have those nerves, because you can sort of channel them into a good energy, and you can bring like that good vibe to a performance. And when you've got that sort of buzz in your stomach, you've got those butterflies, you can be like, yeah, I can give this my all. And then if you lose that energy, if you lose that vibe, then it's kind of like, it takes away what you've got, and you kind of think, okay, I haven't got that passion anymore. So every time I step on the side of a stage, every time I'm waiting to go onto a stage or waiting to sing, or even just at a karaoke night, I'm always like, oh my god, there's like 10 people or 100 people or thousands of people, sometimes in our case, waiting to watch me. Like, let's give this my all. And like I said, sometimes I'll shake, sometimes we'll be nervous, sometimes we'll have to start backstage and just have a chat between ourselves and sort of give ourselves a group talk. But yeah, just, you have to go for it, otherwise you're always going to be thinking, what if? And never think what if, always just reach for your goal.